Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters here. So back on that night shift grind. We definitely got lots of projects to work with. The mower, I'm still waiting on the belts to complete it, but everything else is ready to go. As far as I remember, at least. I'll probably still go over it, make sure everything's good, but when I last checked, everything was ready to go. All the wires are fixed finally. Runs perfect. There's no problems with it. Once I have it all together, I'm going to give it a nice power wash, really clean it up well. And this will be the mower I use for cutting the grass and anything like that. See this? Yeah, that all looks good. Good. Yep. Yeah, that new motor seems to work well. We fixed all of the push mowers, but they do need oil changes. And then I'm going to decide which ones I'm going to be selling. I'm still not sure. I don't know. I might end up keeping either the old Craftsman here or the Troy-built mower. I still don't know though. That one is a lot easier for me to use because of where the handle is. It's a little higher, so it's a little easier to use. But I've cut the grass with all three at this point, and my favorite so far is between the Craftsman here and the Troy-built. What else do we got going on? One thing we might be able to start making headway on is this John Deere over here, putting it back together, seeing what else it might need or won't need. And then we have the Polaris, which I just got to start finishing this thing. You know, it's just been sitting here so long. Because once I finish it, I want to sell it so I can make more room in here for more projects. I think if I'm correct, I do need to get a new handle grip. Yes, I do, for the other side. This one's ripped anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's due for a new handle grip. And this thing's completely rebuilt at this point. The only thing I was missing was like a little tab somewhere way up here, I think. Yeah, way at the top there. A little plastic tab for one of these. I think it was for like an overflow tube kind of thing. Yeah, even this is pretty much ready to go. Let me think. Yeah, maybe we'll work on this tonight. Let's see what I can get done. Probably start off with this. Oh, and also the Yanmar is complete. I put the brand new 12-volt starter on it. We'll see how long it takes to sell. This engine just runs immaculate. I really took a lot of time to do everything perfectly. Yeah, look at that oil. Nice and clean. Nice and crystal. There we go. Yep, let me refocus. Refocus again. Come on, autofocus. There we go. Okay. Now we're back in business. So, yeah, and by finishing up this quad, I'll be able to... I want to sell the quad that's over there and this together. I was going to ask $3 grand. I think that's pretty fair. By the time I'm done with at least this one, it should be worth about $2,500. And I only want about $500 for the other one. And then we'll just be left with the one quad that I want to convert to diesel. So that'll be a whole another little conversion. Shouldn't be too hard though. I'm just going to use one of the 10-horse diesel engines that I have and go from there. Trying to think what else. Yeah, let's just start getting some headway. It's pretty early in the night, so we definitely have some time. Eventually I do want to start working on the truck again, but I'm waiting on the new inertia switch to see if that was the problem. And then after the inertia switch, I did start checking the wiring. I haven't found any chafed, however you want to say it, chafed wires. So I don't know what the truck's problem is. Fuel pump still intermittent. So I don't know. We'll work on that eventually. And I also ordered a new IPR valve because I got it for a great price. It was $130 for a genuine Motorcraft IPR valve. And if anyone knows those, they're like close to $300 at a parts store for the non-genuine one. So for me to find that for that price was pretty good. And I also bought the special IPR valve tool so that I'm able to take it on and off easier. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's start to get to some work, because then eventually I want to get that tractor going. I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping it or not. It's a pretty cool tractor. I had really big plans for it, but it all depends on when I get some of these projects done. I'm a big tractor person. I might end up just keeping the 3 tractors, selling all the quads, or maybe keeping this one because I'm going to convert it to diesel. Plus I doubt anyone would want this specific quads. It's only 2-wheel drive, and there's nothing really that great about it, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what I get done. Also, the pit bike's got to go too. Oh, so many projects.
Giving up is hard to do when you still depend upon.
Hey YouTube, so here's the exhaust. Basically what I want to do is I'm going to paint it. I just want this to look really nice for the next spot, the person who buys this. So that's going to be what I will be doing next. Also, what else? I also got to buy the new little, it's like a little dome gasket that goes in between the header pipe and the actual pipe that leads to the muffler. So I need a new one of that. Yes, we're going to paint that. Yeah, then we should be definitely making some headroom. This isn't leaking, right? I think I spilled a little bit. Alright, just making sure it's not leaking. I filled this up with some coolant, as you might have seen in the video. So we're definitely making some headway on the quad. I know it's not big headway, it's just whenever I have the chance, I try to get a little further. Now this is my dilemma. I want to finish the John Deere. That way I can have 2 machines ready to go and drivable, for that matter. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to work on the John Deere now a little bit. Work on some of this wiring. This wiring mess, I should say. Yeah, let's do it. There will most likely be more quad content tonight, so I'm going to cut it off with quads for now.
Hey YouTube, Beazle Dan Peters here. So, here with a little bit of an update again. It's time to start working on this again, because, man, I really want to sell this. So, let's see what we can get done. I want to at least get the exhaust mounted if I can. I got the new piece that I was missing the last time. Where did I just put it? Oh boy. Just had it in my hand. Right here. So I needed one of these to have a tight fit on the exhaust. And we're going to just see how it goes. Hopefully it all goes well. If it doesn't, it'll be all on video, so we'll see. Alright, YouTube, stay tuned. Diesel Dan Peters signing out until the time lapse starts. Giving up Hey YouTube, Diesel Dan Peters here. So I have a little bit of a dilemma. I did want to wrap these, but I don't know, these plastics are not looking as good as I was hoping they were gonna. I guess it's been a few months since I've actually looked at them. This one's a little broken. I mean, they all need some sort of work. So I think what might end up happening is I repair the plastics and I'm just going to end up rhino lining them. That's the only way I can make them actually look halfway decent. Because these plastics are, like I said, they're not looking the best. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start separating all of them. I'm going to take all of the black trimming off, and we're going to separate it like that first. We're just going to have to go from there, because I also want to take the plastics off of the other one, because I want to end up rhino lining all of them at once, because I think it looked really good when it actually looked decent. But the problem is that duplicolor paint just doesn't hold up, which I actually have to make a follow-up video to, because I was expecting it to hold up way better than this. This is just, and I put a lot of coats on this. So we're going to use some Raptor liner on these plastics, and I think that will actually hold up. Yeah, because this is ridiculous. Look at this. All that work I'd put into. I think it was like a solid week of painting. Yep. At least it's coming off. But so we're gonna do that. We're gonna start getting all the stickers off of them, and let's see if we can start to prep them for paint, because I gotta get this sold. I've been working on that project for months now, and I feel like I haven't gotten any headway on it. At least the two mowers run, the Harley runs, truck is running again, which I actually have to make a quick update video on the BMW too.